Okay, my question is for Liam. What was your reaction to Harry Styles calling Zayn Malik Ringo during his SNL monologue last month?
We're not even at Plead the Fifth yet.
That's Liam Payne weighing in on Harry Styles' recent dig at Zayn Malik on Saturday Night Live.
You know, I think it's just a funny joke at the end of the day. I mean, obviously, you know, Zayn's circumstances for leaving were his own, and it's a different situation for all of us, and I suppose we deal with it in a different way. So, I mean, I thought it was quite funny.
Let's rewind. Back in November, Harry was the host and the musical guest on SNL.
I'm not in a boy band anymore. I'm in a man band now. I was in a band called One Direction. How crazy would it be if they were here tonight? Well, they're not here.
During his opening monologue, the Cherry singer threw some not-so-subtle shade at his former One Direction bandmate, Zayn, who famously left the band back in 2015 to kick off his own solo career.
I love those guys. They're my brothers. Niall, Liam, Louis, and Ringo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Of course, Harry was referring to Ringo Starr, who was the first to leave another very famous band in the 60s, a little band called the Beatles. Ever heard of them? Anyway, 1D split for good in 2016, announcing a quote, indefinite hiatus. Since then, all the members of the band have launched their own solo careers, including Liam, who stopped by Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen on Thursday to promote his new album, LP1.
You and I were gonna live forever.
He also opened up about seeing Harry for the first time in years.
You recently said you ran into Harry Styles for the first time in 3 years. What was the nature of your conversation that night?
We spoke about a number of things. We hadn't seen each other for 3 years, literally.
Wow.
I hadn't seen him once, and we hadn't spoken or anything. So it was good to see him. He was pretty much the same boy that I left him. We spoke about kids and happiness and all sorts of stuff, yeah.
And then there was this.
Liam, which member of One Direction do you think is the most well-endowed?
Am I allowed to say myself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to say me.
Okay, but let's circle back to the Harry of it all. Their run-in came just after Liam gave some kinda shady quotes to The Face magazine about Harry. He slammed his high-fashion wardrobe and called himself the Antichrist version of the Watermelon Sugar singer. Quote, there's so much mystery around who he's become. I was looking at some pictures of him the other day and I just thought, I don't know what more I'd say to him other than hello and how are you? But I guess they did have some things to talk about, which tracks with what Liam told ET back in 2017 about running into his old bandmates.
When you see someone that you haven't seen for ages and you become the same person you were when you were with, I don't know, it's very interesting.
As for Harry, he recently sat down with Apple Music's Zane Lowe and opened up about the early days with the band.
There was like a picture of us that had been taken from when we were at the show, and it was like the first picture of us as the five of us. We were like living in this little bungalow, all of us together to like practice. We'd heard this picture was being put in the paper, so we were like, oh, we're gonna be in the paper. Like, that's crazy. And we're all just like sitting, staring at the paper and like passing around the paper. And we're like, let me see it again, let me see it.
How cute is that? I'm still holding out for a One Direction reunion. Please, please, please. Of course, you can count on ET to bring you all the latest on Harry, Liam, Niall, Louis, and Ringo. I mean, Zayn. So make sure to keep it locked right here. Until next time, I'm Hallie Stevens. See you soon.